what's up you guys? Welcome back to my channel. For those of you that don't already know, my name is Gianna, and it's been a while since you've seen me. My hair is green. It's been green for months too. It's been green since November. It is April. It's almost the end of April. Fuck. But anyways, yeah, this happened, and a lot of other stuff has happened. I'm gonna explain this video first. My camera is what I'm using as a tripod because it's dying. It's dead, pretty much. So I'm using my phone to film this, which sucks really bad, but too late. Honestly, I'm gonna reset. There, that helps a little bit for the whatever that's called. It's 4:20 today and I don't smoke, but I used to smoke, so I'm gonna eat a bunch of my old favorite high foods while I film this video. This is a mukbang, however you say it, and I'm stirring my ramen. This is Oriental flavor. It's the best flavor. But, okay, if you guys have been subscribed to me for a while, like whoever has, you guys know that I was living in Eugene. I actually live with my parents now, back in Sandy, and, I guess things just didn't work out. I was dating someone for a while, and by the time you see this, all the videos will be gone because we had filmed videos together. There's only a few, but still. So, we moved back. We were planning on moving in together. We each moved in with our parents originally to, like, have some space from each other and save some money, especially just because it's a lot more expensive to live out here. And like I said, things didn't work out, and I know that it's not one person's fault. And as much as I'd like to say, like, oh, everyone makes mistakes, there was just a lot that went into it, so it sucks. And a lot of why we moved back is because I was really homesick all the time. I moved away, and I thought it was going to be such a good experience, and it honestly was, like, kind of the worst time of my life, and not because I was in a relationship that I'm not in anymore, but mostly just because I moved away, and I thought it was going to be so much nicer than what it was, and I definitely just, I didn't really have expectations either, which is the shitty thing. It's just like, because ever since I was younger, I learned to live life without expectations, because you end up disappointed. But that wasn't even the thing, is I just got so depressed from being away from, like, my friends and family, especially because I don't have very much family out here, but anyone that I'm super close to is very important. My dog's eating and it sounds disgusting. But I have tons of friends, especially right now, that are considered my family, and I would literally die for them. And I know that there's so much that they've done, and there's so much that they would also do for me. And being in a relationship and living so far away from everybody, it's hard just because that's the only person that you have. And I don't know, like, as much as I like to think that I like being alone, I just don't like being lonely. Like, I don't like the fact that I had to rely so much on one person for everything. Like, especially just now, I went to the store to buy most of the stuff, and literally, it's the third time that I've been to the grocery store by myself since I've moved back, and I moved back in February. When I lived in Eugene, I went to the store a total of 5 times total by myself, and it was awful. Like, I have such bad anxiety that I could literally, like, feel the hives, like, form me on my face, because whenever I get anxiety or, like, panic attacks, I break out into hives really bad. Like, I'm having an allergic reaction, and it sucks. So, yeah, anyways. But part of why I moved back was also just my job. Like, when I know that a lot of people on, especially on this channel, goodbye monetization, my job for a long time was stripping, and it still technically is. I haven't been dancing for like the last 2 weeks now, and that's genuinely just because of some dumb stuff that I'll explain. But I had originally like started coming back out here and staying here at my parents' house like for weekends at a time, and it was just Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday that I would work. So I'd drive up Wednesday morning, work Wednesday, Thursday, and Friday night, and then leave after work at like 1 or 2:30 in the morning and drive all the way back home 2 hours. And it was really exhausting, and it was definitely worth the money though. Like, and that was when it was slow season. So like, slow season, now it's busier, so obviously I'm making more money now. Not obviously, since I haven't been to work, but I make more money now. Especially just because there's so many strip clubs out here. It's just like a thing that people do. People go out to the strip club all the time out here. In Eugene, people don't go out to the strip club unless they're like lonely or bored or whatever. It's just like a completely different environment. And I worked in such a good environment out here that it was something that I was like willing to give up my life that I had out there to like move back. And luckily my partner at the time also was, and he got a job out here and everything was going good. And I had like a really good manager at my club, and it's really hard to come across somebody like that, especially in that industry, but just like in life in general. Like, you don't meet many people that are that genuinely good. So that was a lot of why I also moved back up here, because I have really good managers now, because I work my waitressing job during the day again. Because before I moved, I worked as a waitress, so I finally went back to that, and I was working both jobs. And I have good managers, but like, I've never had like such a genuinely good person as a manager. So that was part of why I moved back out here. And so I was having a good ass time, you know, doing my thing, making money. And everyone's gonna think this is so gross. And then my manager gets fired literally for no reason. I wish that I could explain this, especially because of my situation. My manager literally got fired for no reason. It's just because this other guy came back, and I can't go too far into this, otherwise the wrong people might see it. So then I got this new manager. He was really awful, honestly. I know that I'm not like the prettiest person out there, but he genuinely made me feel so ugly sometimes. And so one day he sent me home and was just like, get your clothes on and leave, when I was literally just on the side stage like doing my thing. And I was like, okay, for what reason? And he goes, I don't have to have a reason. Get your shit and leave. And I was like, okay. And I got so frustrated on the way home that I like started crying. And I've never felt like that confused and angry at the same time. Especially, I just know that I didn't deserve that. And I know that I'm a good person, and there's nothing wrong that I did. He was just in a bad mood and like took it out on me. But now I don't have a job because of that. So I have to go get a new job. And the thing is, it's not very hard to get a job at a strip club. You go audition and they tell you yes or no. And most of the time it's yes. Like, strip clubs will almost always hire somebody. But like I said, I have anxiety. I have trouble going to the store by myself. So, like, going to a strip club to audition always, like, is nerve-wracking. Like, I drove yesterday, like, 40 minutes to go audition at a strip club, and when I got there, I realized that I didn't have my ID on me, and so, obviously, I didn't get audition, so I have to wait, like, a couple days. I'm just trying to get into, like, the mental state, too. I always have to, like, mentally prepare myself for things, especially going to the store. Like, I'll mentally prepare myself and tell myself, okay, on Friday, I'm going to the store, and because I've had the mental preparation, I'll go to the store still. But whenever I don't, I struggle with it really bad. So I'm probably going to go on Monday. It's Friday right now. And, like, honestly, taking time off from work was so nice because, like I said, a lot of what had, like, I have obviously had a lot of, like, mental health problems in the past. Like, everyone, especially on my YouTube, knows that. But I've had a lot of mental health problems since I've moved back. And, like, I've had a lot of problems with my depression and my anxiety especially. Luckily, my PTSD isn't something that I've had to deal with as much, especially not within, like, the last year and a half. Well, PTSD definitely was part of what triggered my depression, but it's not, like, a constant like it used to be. So, now I'm, like, really awkward because I lost my thought. But, right, that manager that I had at the club that I was working at is a lot of why I was, like, feeling so depressed all the time, just because he wasn't very understanding about anything. And so, when I got fired, it was kind of like a relief. I wasn't going to have to work for someone who was so shitty anymore. And then not even just that, I got really sick. So I got a sinus infection that was so bad that I literally had, like, blood coming out of one of my ears. And then I had, like, an infection in my tongue. So it's made it, like, really hard to eat acidic foods because my tongue just, like, started breaking out into canker sores. I couldn't even drink lemonade. Like, lemonade irritated my tongue so bad, and, like, pineapple especially. So it's been a struggle. I finally just got better from being that sick, like, 3 days ago. So I was sick for, like, a week and a half. This food is so good. And so I'm going to try not to talk very much because this is loud. I, like, never eat hot Cheetos anymore. Not only that, it was, like, so it was, like, 3 days before I got fired, I found out that one of my, like, someone that I had grown up with, not someone that I was, like, super close with, but someone that I was friends with and, like, someone that I grew up with had passed away. And then 3 days after I got fired was when I went to the funeral. And, like, having to recover from that has been pretty hard, especially when I see, like, everyone else that has struggled with it too. It's just so weird how, like, as we get older, people die more often, and it kind of gets normalized. Oh, so weird to think about. Every time I take a bite of this, it ends up being too big. But I just like swallow it all, so it's like in my chest. Thumbs up this video because I'm actually eating. Because within like the last couple of months that I've been back, I stopped eating like a lot. I was still eating most of the time, but I definitely went like, there was one point that I went like 3 days without eating. Not good. This is probably going to be like the longest video that I have on my channel. I'm surprised my phone's still recording. It's probably about to be over soon because I have no idea what to talk about. And honestly, if anyone's still watching, props to you because I'm not very interesting. Besides like the food that I'm eating. And right now, my phone is set up on a hummus that I just bought. Because I love hummus. Plus, I would finish this video just by eating the rest of the food. But realistically, I'm probably not going to. This is so much food. And earlier, oh I wish I was filming on my camera so I could hold my phone up. I went to eat with Tyler, my friend Tyler, at La Carreta. La Carreta is a Mexican restaurant in the city over from mine. And it was so good. I don't know why I just can't stand like Mexican food from restaurants especially. Because I love homemade Mexican food. But like restaurant Mexican food, I don't know what it is. I hate it. But for some reason, I just like thought of it. And it sounded so good, so we went to eat there. And it was so good. I ate an enchilada. That sounded so weird. An enchilada and a tamale. Oh my god. And then we took the leftovers home, which I don't know why, but I didn't touch like any of my rice and beans. So, took our leftovers home. He had like part of a quesadilla and we gave it to Dakota because he came over. Probably gonna get my hands tattooed soon. What do you guys think? Oh, I also got new tattoos recently. I got Daydreamer right here. And a lavender right here. My mom has a matching lavender on her arm. Like where my sad face is. This is from Trophy Eyes. Oh, I also haven't drank Red Bull in a long time. Well, not a long time, but like 3 weeks or something. Oh no. Oh yeah. Towards like the end of like when I was working at my last club, I would drink Red Bulls pretty often just because I love the blueberry flavor. This is probably gonna give me a heart attack. I don't do very good with caffeine. especially like warm coffee, makes me fall asleep. And like any like cold kind of energy drinks, literally, I don't know, it makes me feel like I'm on cocaine, because I'll feel like I'm gonna have a heart attack. My heart races so fast. I'll probably only drink like half of this so that that doesn't happen. I'm sorry about the like really low shitty quality about this video. Stop! What are you doing? You're so loud. There's no way I'm finishing this hot Cheeto bag, but I just know that after I turn the camera off, I'm probably just gonna sit here on my phone and eat the rest of like everything. Especially because this is almost gone. And top ramen's so good. And I've just been eating like so much food like the last 2 days. It's like today and yesterday. Anyways, this is a long video. Just wanted to give like a kind of like an update. Ooh, look at my nails. Cool. Anyways, I wanted to give like an update on my life and eat some food. Have an excuse to eat shitty food. And not feel bad about it. So, I'll probably start posting again soon. Anyways, love you all. I don't even remember how I used to end these videos. Oh my god. New outro. See you later. Peace.